what it does, cuz. What it do, y'all? What was I doing back there? I don't want to talk about it. La La Land came out on Blu-Rizzle, to Dizzle, oh shizzle, my nizzle rizzle. Bars. La La Land came out on Blu-ray today, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do several things. We're gonna have a movie night, and we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna review the movie. I'm gonna review the special features. But first, what I'm gonna do for y'all. So I'm gonna do this here Blu-ray unboxing. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take the slip cover off. Put that over there. I gotta slap up on the ending and make it look sexy. So how was your day? Well, mine was alright. Like a C+. About 6. Like no Blu-ray. I don't know what to do with this. I don't have a trash can inside. It smells like an envelope. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want a digital copy code, you can have that. Focus, you bitch! So on the inside you got 2 Blu-ray discs. This has got some gosh darn special. I should have read the cover. So this movie was nominated for 6 Academy Awards. Best Director, Best Actress, Best Cinematography, and Best Original Song. There's over 3 hours of special features, which is what I'm excited about. TBH. There's nothing much more to tell. This movie's dope as hell. I haven't stopped talking about it. I think I've gotten to the point of annoying people. I've lost friends. I've lost family. I'm alone now. But I do have La La Land. So I'm gonna watch this movie now. And you, I'm gonna take you with me. Can I get you anything? Can I get you perhaps some lens cleaner? Anything? Can I interest you in perhaps a Chardonnay? Perhaps a little bit of lens cleaner? Be honest with me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how uncomfortable did that make you? A 10? I understand. So we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna get some popcorn, so we can enjoy this feature. Owie. We got no popcorn. So, is it acceptable? All this lighting. Is an acceptable form movie snack. Chicken. Okay. I understand. Orange it is. So now that I've got the movie snack and the movie beverage, I'm gonna mix them and enjoy myself a feature. I wish that had been a bit. It just hurt me. La La Land tells the story of 2 people who fall in love even though they have different dreams and ambitions in life, and it's about how the pursuit of those ambitions take a toll on their relationship. And the film tells a remarkably well-told love story, a remarkably sincere romance, one that's believable. These 2 characters, played by Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, are fully well realized within the confines of the story. Damien Chazelle, who wrote and directed this film, does a remarkable job of conveying his themes about ambition and goals and dreams and how important those are in the functionality of a relationship, even though they can eventually prove to be detrimental. Because a relationship without a goal, ambition, 2 driving forces coming together isn't a relationship at all. Damien Chazelle beautifully captures that in this film, and I think one of the things he does great is he's able to seamlessly integrate contemporary filmmaking techniques with classic filmmaking techniques. He fades in ways that people don't fade in films anymore. He's sentimental in ways that people are not. He's romantic about the idea of a classic musical, but still is able to make a marketable and profitable, clearly, film in modern day. And I think this film works now, and it would have worked back then. Damien Chazelle clearly has a love for film, all things film, contemporary and classic. Clearly there's a skew toward classic. There's clear homages in this film to An American in Paris, Singing in the Rain, classic musical films, and that's very prevalent in this film. As is in his film Whiplash. He has very clear references in that film to... I'm sorry, can you keep it down? He has very clear references to certain films in Whiplash, very clear references to certain stories, and both films are very jazz-oriented. Because film, if nothing else, is an extension of your own reality. It's the way a director depicts his own personal situation, especially if he's the writer and the director. If he's just the director, then it's less personal. However, La La Land and Whiplash are two films that seem deeply personal to Damien Chazelle. He clearly cares about jazz.
So it's conflict, and it's compromise, and it's new every time. It's brand new every night. It's very, very exciting. And it's dying. It's dying, man. It's dying on the vine. And the world says, let it die. It had its time. Well, not on my watch.
He clearly is trying to save the culture, and he's doing that by telling these stories. And there's actually a line in this film from John Legend's character where he says, "How can you ever be a revolutionary if you're such a traditionalist?" And I think that Damien Chazelle finds a delicate balance in that. He finds a way to be a revolutionary filmmaker in that he's willing to go back to these classic editing techniques and pay blatant homage to films, so much so that it can at times seem as though he is ripping off classic films, but you can feel the passion in a way that it's clear that he's not ripping it off. A lot of people have said that this is like Hollywood sucking Hollywood's dick, and I very heavily disagree with that, because this film, it doesn't focus so much on the idea of Hollywood as much as it focuses on the feel of LA, as much as it focuses on the vibe of people who are all passionate and inspired. There's a character in this film who is clearly not passionate or inspired in his ideas, and the film aggressively makes fun of him. And so I don't think this is about Hollywood. I think this is about maybe old school Hollywood, maybe. I think a better argument can be made for that, but I don't think this is anything more than Damien Chazelle wanting to tell a story for people who have ideas, for people who have dreams, for people who are ambitious and don't see a way to get to the other side. That's how the film opens. The opening scene is tremendous, by the way. The opening of this film shows a highway. It integrates many different musical styles. It's about a culmination of people and their different cultures, backgrounds, musical tastes, dance styles. Damien Chazelle in his directing is able to mesh all of these ideas so seamlessly that it's almost impossible. This movie's so good. And to say it's good is underselling. It's underselling how good this movie is. I'm obsessed with it. There is a skew on my end. I am biased. This movie affects me on an emotional level, and I think it resonates with me in a way that other films haven't, because of how personal it is. And you can tell in the writing and the way the story is told that it's deeply personal to Damien Chazelle. And I respect him being so aggressively revolutionary, yet still traditionalist in his style of storytelling and in his choice of story to tell. This is a movie unlike movies we make anymore. We don't make movies like this. We don't see movies like this often, and I think every time we do, we need to pay it every bit of credit. What a waste of a lovely night. The music is so good! The movie's so good. The dancing, the music, the cinematography, the dance choreography, the acting, the direction. It's all amazing. This movie's so good. And I can't oversell it. As for the special features on this, to be honest with you, I don't often watch special features when it comes to Blu-ray and DVDs. However, in this case, I did have to make an exception because it's such an incredible film and I wanted to know everything deep inside it, and I was not disappointed. Not only did these special features make the story feel more human, but I also got a more fluid understanding of the inner intricacies and inner workings of the film itself. And so, the first special feature is Another Day of Sun. They close down a freeway. It's about how they closed down the freeway to shoot the amazing intro scene and what went into that and how difficult that shooting process was. This is one of the better special features as far as just like technical works. I really got a vision of how they technically made this film happen, how difficult that was, and I got a greater appreciation of that whole scene in and of itself. And so I think that's instrumental in just understanding that opening sequence. Then there's La La Land's Great Party, which again is more of a technical behind the scenes. It shows how they pulled off that amazing party sequence. The later special features are probably my favorites because they're the more emotional ones. I prefer the stuff like Before Whiplash, Damien Chazelle's Passion Project, the music of La La Land, Brian and Emma, The Third Time's a Charm, and my favorite epilogue, The Dream of a Romance, which goes in depth about the finale, that end sequence that shows this romantic dream sequence which hasn't happened in Hollywood since like Singing in the Rain and The Bandwagon and An American in Paris, and how it's an homage to that and how it alludes to like Beauty and the Beast and how it's such a more satisfying ending. And it was really nice to hear Damien Chazelle describe that in his own words, because that was my experience with the film. Is that the ending is just so much more true than normal romantic comedies. Normal romantic comedies, spoilers for La La Land, normal romantic comedies would have the couple end up together at the end. This movie does not. They do not end up together. And my favorite part of this special feature, by far, is producer Mark Platt's description of the ending. Because to me it was kind of tragic, because they have this beautiful romance, and they have this moment prior to where they're like, I'll always love you, and the other character's like, I'll always love you too. And it's just such a poignant moment. And then, at the end, they don't end up together, and it's so disheartening, and it's so tragic to me personally, and that's the way I saw that. And then I heard Mark Platt describe that scene and how it's really them giving each other the gift of the dreams and the lives that they always wanted to have. And that scene has this whole different meaning, and it's more powerful than I thought it was. Because, yeah, they didn't have, like, the romance, but they didn't get to have, like, the cliche version of, like, the happy ending romance, but they both got to live their versions of their dreams that they wanted the whole film, and so they gave each other a gift that lasts forever, even though their romance didn't. And that was a very beautiful and, I thought, poignant way of describing the ending, and so... Look, this movie affects me on a deep level. Jesus. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you having been here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of like whatever you were doing or what you're gonna do. I hope you feel happy in your life. Here's to the fools who dream.